Okay, welcome to this session. In this session, we will study about the architecture of virtual instrument. So, this is the first unit topic. So, the outcome of this lecture, the learner or the student will be able to understand the block diagram of the virtual instrument and the architecture of the virtual instrument. So, in the last class, we have discussed about what is meant by virtual instrumentation. Let me recap what is the definition of a virtual instrumentation system. A virtual instrumentation system is a software that is used by the user to develop a computerized test and measurement system for controlling an external measurement hardware device from a remote desktop computer and for displaying test or measurement data on the panels in the computer screen. That means it is evident that a virtual instrumentation system is a software that is used by the user to develop a computerized test and a measurement system for controlling an external measurement hardware device from a computer for displaying the measurement data on the panels of the computer screen. So, this is an elaborative definition of a virtual instrumentation system. Now, let us see what is the architecture of a virtual instrument. So, here we can see the architecture of the virtual instrument. You are having different blocks in the architecture. One is sensor module, sensor interface, processing module, database interface, a database. You are having information systems interface, information system, and user interface, display, and control. So, these are the blocks of the virtual instrument. So, as you see, the various blocks are there. One is the sensor module is there, processing module is there, the user interface is there, database interface is there, information system interface is there. So, all this will constitute the virtual instrument. So, let us see one by one of the virtual instrument. So, as you see from the above diagram, a virtual instrument is composed of the following blocks: sensor module, sensor interface, information systems interface, processing module, database interface, and above all, the most important thing is the user interface. So, these are the building blocks of a virtual instrument. So, a virtual instrument consists of a sensor module, sensor interface, information system interface, processing module, database interface, and user interface. Let us see each block and its corresponding explanation. So, as you see, the first module is the sensor module. A sensor module principally consists of three main parts. That is the sensor, which will senses the input parameter, signal conditioning circuit, and the third one is A to D converter. So, the input parameter, it may be flow, temperature, level, pressure, or any associated parameter. It will be given to the sensor. The sensor will sense the parameter, and there will be a signal conditioning circuit. This will convert into an analog signal, and after this the analog signal will be given to the A to D converter, and this A to D converter will convert this analog signal into a digital signal. So this is the first module known as the sensor module, which will interact with the process variable. So the sensor module will have a sensor, signal conditioning circuit, and an A to D converter. Next, you are having the sensor interface. According to the type of connection you are doing, there are different types of sensor interfaces, and they are classified into two types: wired sensor interface and wireless sensor interface. In modern industrial scenario, the type of sensor interface plays a major role depending upon the type of industry and the state of the art mechanism where it is deployed and installed. So, sensor interface can be classified into two types. First one is the wired type, and the second one is the wireless type. So, let us go in detail what are wired sensor interface and what are wireless sensor interfaces. So as you see from the presentation that wired interfaces are having a major role in the industrialization processes nowadays. So wired interfaces are usually standard parallel interfaces such as GPIB, General Purpose Interface Bus, Small Computer System Interface, which is also referred as SCSI, System buses, PCI extension for instrumentation, PXI or VME extension for instrumentation, which is also known as VXI, or the serial buses, which are popularly known as RS-232 communication and USB interfaces. That means the sensor will be connected to the processing module with the support of a sensor interface. These sensor interfaces are classified into wired type and wireless type. Coming to the wired interfaces, you are having the bus mechanism, which are classified into different interfaces such as GPIB, General Purpose Interface Bus, Small Computer System Interface, which is also known as SCSI, system buses, which are popularly known as PCI extension for instrumentation or PXI, VME extension for instrumentation, which are also known as VXI, or for serial communication you are having serial buses, which will be consisting of RS-232 and USB interfaces. So these are nothing but interfacing mechanisms which are available in wired type sensor interfacing. Coming to wireless sensor interfaces, we are having number of protocols, how the sensors are connected to the processing module without having any connection. Hence, these are known as wireless interfaces. Wireless interfaces are increasingly used because of the convenience and adaptability and flexibility in the current industrial environments. Typical interfaces include the IEEE 802.11 family of standards, Bluetooth, GSM interfaces, and other types. Wireless communication is especially important for implanted sensors in which the cable connection is impracticable or not feasible for connecting between the sensor interface and the processing module. That means whenever there is a problem or whenever it is not practically feasible to connect the sensor to the processing module, then in such cases or in such scenarios or in such environmental conditions, we are going to use wireless interfaces. In addition, standards like Bluetooth define a self-identification protocol which allow the network to configure dynamically, and it can be used for the fetching of measurement data. Hence, in this way, it is possible to reduce installation cost and create plug and play like networks of sensors. That means sensors are placed in networks wherever it is possible, and the input data can be extracted by using wireless communication protocols without having any problems in getting delay in the reading of the parameters. Hence, it will be more flexible and adaptable in various environmental conditions where wireless communication plays a major role in getting the data from remote locations, and it will be also possible to keep all the sensors in a network. And it also provides device miniaturization, which will be allowed for personal area networks of intelligent sensors. That means in modern scenario, it is very much feasible to keep more number of sensors into our required possibility conditions in the industrial environments. Now, coming to the next module, it is called as the processing module. As it is self-explanatory, processing of the input parameter will be done in the processing module. The processing functions used in virtual instrumentation may be classified as analytical processing and artificial intelligence techniques. That means, depending on the environmental factors of the industry, sometimes you need to go for analytical processing, or sometimes we have to take decisions. In such case, we have to use artificial intelligence techniques in the processing modules. Hence, the processing module will change. The processing module will change depending upon the need of the environment of the plant. Hence, the complexity will increase whenever there is a high safety or high sensitivity environment in the plant. Hence, the processing module will depend on the type of the operation of the plant we are going to use in our scenario. Now, as we discussed in the last slide, that the processing module will be consisting of two types of processing. One is analytical processing, and second one is called as the artificial intelligence processing. So, analytical functions define clear functional relations among input parameters. Some common analysis uses in virtual instrumentation include the most frequent is spectral analysis, filtering process, windowing transforms, peak detection, or curve fitting. So these are nothing but a regular analytical operations which are used in sensor data. Virtual instruments often use various statistic functions such as random assignment and biostatistical analysis. Most functions nowadays are performed in a real-time scenario. That means whenever you are using real-time systems, we have to use analytical techniques which can give you quick results within the shortest span of time. The next processing module technique is artificial intelligence, which is referred as AI techniques. Artificial intelligence techniques or technologies are used where complex systems are to be handled and decisions are to be taken in real-time control mechanisms, such as neural networks, fuzzy logic. Expert systems are applied in various applications, including sensor fusion to high-level sensors, system identification, prediction, system control, complex measurement procedures, calibration, and instrument fault detection and isolation. That means, as you see in the description of the slide, that high complex environmental conditions are measured, monitored, and controlled by using artificial intelligence techniques. That means decision making techniques are being processed in this module with the support of AI systems. That means we use advanced systems to predict the control or the process mechanism of our industry. Various nonlinear signal processing, including fuzzy logic and neural networks, are also common tools in analysis of biomedical signals. That means in biomedical engineering also, processing modules which consist of AI techniques are deployed where accurate results can be obtained and good prediction analysis can be made with quick time processing. Hence, processing modules with AI techniques are more sophisticated and they provide accuracy and less errors when compared to analytical processing techniques. Hence, processing modules which deploys AI techniques are more advantageous when compared to conventional analytical processing modules. Hence, depending upon the industrial environments and the measurement and monitoring of those parameters, we can adopt either an analytical processing module or AI module where we can select our module as per our requirements. Next one is database interface. So this is another block of the virtual instrument where the computerized instrumentation allows measurement data to be stored for offline processing or to keep measurement records as a part of the record. That means here a database is nothing but a storage allocation resource. That means we can store the data of the input, and this database can be also have configuration settings, and we can record all the input data at a place, and whenever we want we can use the data for comparison or for prediction as per the requirement. So database interface is one of the building blocks of virtual instrumentation. So this is nothing but what are the different database management systems which are available in the scenario: XML, ODBC, JDBC, ActiveX database, database access objects. So these are nothing but frequent database management systems which are available in our environments. Now, information system interface. This is another block of the virtual instrument. Virtual interfaces toolkits such as LabVIEW provide mechanisms for customized components such as ActiveX objects which allow communication with other information system, hiding the details of the communication from virtual interface code. That means information system interface is a flexible interface where we can have ActiveX objects which allow communication with other information system, hiding the details of the communication from virtual interface code. So this is one of the key component of the virtual instrument where ActiveX objects are being used, such as LabVIEW, where it provides for customized components. All these are available in information system interface. Next one is the presentation and the control. Here you are having the user interface, the graphical interface, the multimodal interface, virtual and augmented reality interfaces. So this is nothing but a presentation and control interface mechanism where the user will be able to see what is happening, what is the output which can be observed on the screens. Hence, presentation and control interfaces are classified into terminal user interface, graphical user interface, multimodal user interfaces, and the most sophisticated one are virtual and augmented reality interfaces. So this is the presentation and control interface. So as you come across that these are the building blocks of the virtual instrument. So when you combine all these blocks, this is what we get as we see in the first part of our presentation. All these combine to form a virtual instrument. As you see in the diagram, you are having sensor module which consists of sensor, signal conditioning circuit, A to D conversion. The next part is the computing module. The computing module consisting of the sensor interface. You are having the database interface on the right side of the screen. You are having information system interface on the left side of the screen, and on top of the screen you can see the user interface, display and control. So all this form combined together with the support of a processing module to a virtual instrument. If the virtual instrument is used for medical purpose, the patient record will data will be stored, and this will be available as per our requirement. So this is the architecture of the virtual instrument. So these are the textbooks which are prescribed in virtual instrumentation. The architecture of the virtual instrumentation is available in these textbooks. You can go through the textbooks, and these are the references which will also give you the information about the architecture of the virtual instrument. We will go to the next presentation.